Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Sagittarius. I am currently reading this on the full moon of Gemini. However, whenever you are guided or find yourself at this video, if the message is resonating for you, the message is for you, as they are timeless. Time is not a straight linear line. It is cyclical. We always circle back to energy. It is fluid. So this is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Sagittarius. Almost said Gemini. Sagittarius. Let's see what comes through for you, Sagittarius. If you are not resonating with this message, check your moon or rising sign, or if you would like a personal one-on-one reading with me through Zoom or other remote ways, you can book through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is also in the description box below. One more thing I want to shout out is if you would like to support this channel, please like and subscribe. All right, let's get going, Sagittarius. What is going on for you on your soul's journey currently? What is it that Sagittarius needs to be aware of or would be helpful for Sagittarius on this part of the journey? Currently, the energy with the full moon, very potent full moon, as they usually are, but lately we've had some very interesting moon cycles. The moon is in an exact conjunction, meaning it is right together with Mars, who is in retrograde. So our actions, also Mercury has now moved into Capricorn, so our brains are starting to fire and wire again. We're starting to think, we're starting to feel more confident, and there's a lot of things culminating and brewing. Contribution is the first card out for you, Sagittarius. I did just do a whole energy update on a separate video if you want to check that out for this full moon energy. So Sagittarius, you may have some philosophical ideas or thoughts, insights as to what contribution you can make to humanity towards your life purpose, your life changes. We have privacy out as well. Maybe you are a private person. I suggest to many currently, with a lot of this grandiose energy and Jupiter involved, to journal what is coming up for you currently. To witness and watch and wait as things are unfolding naturally. Try not to control things, make things happen right now, even though internally you may be feeling like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do something. But I feel like with this for you, Sagittarius, you're coming up with ideas of what you can do or how you can contribute in some way, shape, or form in your life or in humanity, in the world, that will honor your privacy, your private side of yourself. What else for Sagittarius? And Sagittarius, with Jupiter ruling your sign, you are more of an adventurer, a big thinker, big picture thinker. Maybe you like to travel or get out of your comfort zone from time to time. What else can we tell Sagittarius? Okay, a whole bunch fell on the floor. Romance at the bottom. This seems like it's going to be a long reading, a very strong message. So let's see what else came through. We have beauty, peace, patience, and spirituality. And this reminds me of the Neptune energy. Neptune has just gone direct from being in retrograde for quite some time. Neptune is in a place that it will never be again in our lifetimes, as well as many other planets. You're picking up on more and more of your spiritual aspects, or the spiritual aspects of life in general. Noticing the beauty unfolding before you, bringing you a sense of peace internally. And this is also allowing you to be patient with the process, be patient with your journey and your soul's evolutionary process, growth, wisdom, all of that. Romance at the bottom. So this has to do with your deep internal intimate connection to others, to life itself. And there could actually be a real romance either currently in your life or on its way. Let's dive deeper into this. For Sagittarius, we'll go into the first layer of this energy for you. Maybe you're making a spiritual connection with another, or maybe you're realizing your connections to others are very spiritual. They are mirrored aspects of yourself. Okay, let's start with contribution for Sagittarius. Okay, we have movements, choices, decisions. So this is still on the table for you, Sagittarius. There are certain choices and decisions that you're going to be required to make. Movements in a direction, a new direction I'm getting. Movements in the direction of and following the inner guidance, following the energy in the direction of your contribution. Beautiful. So maybe this is what's coming up for you right now. Realizing that there is a change. There is a change I need to make. There's a choice, a decision. There's movement. Movement in a new area of life, a new way of perceiving life. Letting go of the past stories, which is another big part of this energy right now. We're really being guided to let go of at least the last 2 years. But what I'm getting is the story in our minds about certain people, certain events, or ourselves included. Changing that narrative and moving away from letting go of the old story. Privacy, emotional loss. You may still be a bit guarded when it comes to deeply connecting to others. I'm getting from this that there has been some loss in your life as far as connections. He's holding his heart. So maybe you are a very private person and are yearning for or asking for a deeper connection, but someone who just gets you, and that you can let down all of your guard, let down all of your barriers, and be truly transparent and authentic. But it's very sensitive to you. So it does require a certain amount of privacy. Maybe you're very private about the loss, the emotional losses you've had in life. Maybe you process this in your own way, and that's okay, as long as you're processing it in a healthy way. Not all of us are meant to be in group settings or even counseling sessions to process our grief and pain. A lot of us can do this on our own if we are understanding of, you know, it does take some help, some assistance, and you wouldn't even be on this reading if you weren't looking for some direction or assistance in some way, shape, or form. So that's a beautiful thing. Let's talk about the spiritual aspect, the peace, the patience, the beauty. I'm loving this reading for you so far. For Sagittarius, what can we tell Sagittarius about this last group? Beauty, peace, patience, spirituality. Okay. Solar plexus at the bottom, lining up with romance. This has everything to do with our self-esteem, our self-confidence, our passion, our drive, our Mars energy. Okay, beautiful. Third eye chakra, which is very much linked to our intuitive senses, the mind's eye, the impressions that we get through the mind's eye, also linked to dreams, linked to a lot of Neptunian energy, along with rest and rejuvenate. So this is a time for you to really tap into your intuitive senses, tap into the spiritual aspect of yourself, connecting to nature, connecting to your heart, trusting the visual, the mind's eye impressions that you're getting, trusting the memories even that are coming up for you. It does take patience. It does take a willingness to want to go there and understand those aspects of self. And I'm getting that's really where you're at right now, Sagittarius. Beautiful. We'll keep going here. And what is growing for you is your self-confidence. So let's see, what else do we want to pull for? All right. For Sagittarius, and I feel like you're really feeling this. You might be already getting the ideas, the impressions on how you can make a contribution to your life, to life in general, that will actually help make great changes in a positive movement, a positive direction for yourself and for others. Pay attention to what other thoughts come up along with that, Sagittarius, and journal on them. If there is an inner protector or an inner critic that's like, you can't do that, who do you think you are, kind of thing, write that down. Pay attention, because things are unfolding, things are shifting, things are changing organically as we're going through all of this. Okay. Tell me more about this contribution, movement, choices, decisions. On the floor. Okay. Again, the advice is to wait. There's more that is coming in for you to understand and to get a new perspective on. The light bulb is going off. Aha! So you may find yourself kind of hung up in a certain energy that's really not letting you make moves quite yet. It's got you in the hangman position, which is good. Trust that. Pay attention. There might be something else in you that's like, what is wrong with me? I want to do this. I want to do this now. I want to make this change now. Sit with that. There's more. There's more coming, Sagittarius, that's going to have you seeing things in a new light from a higher perspective. things that are linked to your personality and your inner child wounds, pain, trauma that is coming up for you to understand and let go of. So these things don't run our life, run our energy. Tell me about this privacy for Sagittarius. This is a moment for taking it slow, being patient, really doing a lot of self-awareness, self-introspection, self-understanding at a much deeper level. Pay attention to the memories that come up. Pay attention to what triggers certain memories to come up and what they are and what they are telling you. What is your body telling you? For this privacy, emotional loss, this is something that you have been struggling through for quite some time. And it is what has caused you, whatever this loss is, that has caused you to be a much more private person when it comes to sharing yourself, sharing your emotions. It has you guarded and kind of fighting off others and energies. Like, what next? What are you going to bring next? Like, not trusting. So pay attention to that too. There's still some wounded parts of you that are being illuminated for you to understand what has caused a certain story or perception in your mind that's pertained to this loss. What was this teaching you? What did this teach you about yourself? Deeper. What does this remind you of, this loss? What does this loss remind you of from your childhood? Is it abandonment? Is it betrayal? Is it neglect? It has your guard up. Being a little too private, maybe. Not opening up all the way. When it comes to intimate relationships with others, when it comes to allowing others to see through into the depths of you. That's part of your past that we are working towards letting go of, so that we can have much more authentic, organic, intimate relationships, which don't always relate to romantic relationships. You can have an intimate relationship even with a pet. You can have intimate relationships with friends, people. It's just a matter of allowing people to see all of you, into you, and vice versa. So they're not superficial or surface level. Queen of Cups. And it's all about tapping into your emotions, being more compassionate towards yourself and others and situations, and really understanding how emotions are really what runs the show, along with the mind and emotions. The mind triggers the emotions, but the emotions come up from the depths, from your past, and color. That's the lens you're viewing your situation and other people by, through these past painful experiences or loss. So with the solar plexus, with romance, this energy is assisting you in letting that all go. Walking up to higher ground, leaving the baggage, like, I get it now. I see how I'm seeing all of this through my pain, through my past pain. And it's caused a lot of fear or anger or resentment. That is what you are walking away from, Sagittarius. Beautiful. We'll dive one more layer into this for you. We're going to get into extended readings soon when I feel that it is time. All right, for Sagittarius. One more layer for you. It is a more mature energy. We are starting to mature in our way of thinking and taking accountability for our words and actions in the past, and how we what energy we put out in the world. Because whatever we put out, we get back. Whether you're aware of that or not. All right. Last layer for Sagittarius. Tell me about this contribution. Contribution can also be what is contributing to your way of thinking, way of perceiving yourself and your life right now. What is contributing to you wanting to make a new choice or decision for yourself in life, wanting to take action, movement, wanting to shift some aspect of your life. Pay attention to that too. Journal on that. I'm one to talk. I used to journal all the time, and it is very helpful to reflect back on some of the feedback loops that are constantly going around in our minds. 10 of inspiration. What is contributing to this decision to move and change and shift is patterns, codependency I'm getting. This card speaks of people pleasing, doing things for others, and you're not really expecting anything in return. You're not getting anything in return. This is more of an emotional, this is a childhood patterning wound, where as long as everybody else is not complaining and they're all good and they like me, that they think I'm a good person, I'm good. But you're not doing yourself any favors, and this is a big light bulb moment for you, Sagittarius. Aha, I get it. It's actually, the universe has been trying to show me this for quite some time now, and I'm starting to really get it. That's a card. It is what it is. For my interpretation anyway. Let's talk about this privacy again, this emotional loss. Anything else we want to contribute to that? And maybe you've had to let go of some people in your life because of this. Because of recognizing your codependent patterns. We all have them. There's no judgment. It is part of the human condition. Some more so than others. We all want to be liked. We all don't want people to be angry at us or judge us or talk about us behind our backs. Wow, okay. So, the fact that you're attempting to still create a privacy fence within your energy field, it seems to be difficult because there is a lot of fiery energy within you right now that is, and you are a fire sign, that is pulling you towards this movement of making changes to open up and to receive deeper connections, deeper understandings, deeper awareness. And inspiration is also pulling you towards, like, what is it that I have this fire, this drive, this calling. There's a deep calling, inner calling that's calling to you. And it's calling to you to let your guard down. So that's maybe one of your challenges right now, Sagittarius. Or just something to be aware of. This is more of the spiritual aspect of yourself. Okay. This spiritual aspect of yourself, it's taken a while because you've been on the fence about it. And that's part of the process too. We're all conditioned, socially conditioned, programmed by our upbringing and our society and our school systems and everything. So that status quo has a certain pull because everybody you know and everybody around us is following a certain amount of the status quo. While the other aspect of you is pulling you towards your unique, authentic self in a spiritual aspect. And so you have been very on the fence, undecided, not trusting it all the way, having a hard time making a decision to change, to shift. And I'm getting that it is your family, your community, those that surround you, maybe those that you love and are connected and feel harmonious with, are maybe challenging you on this aspect as well, teaching you something too. Do you want to be like everybody else? I don't think so, Sagittarius. I'm not getting that here, but that's where that push-pull comes from. And the bottom of the deck is telling me to follow your heart and be more playful with life, especially now. Have that childlike wonder when it comes to everything. Instead of judging it, instead of building a story or thinking you know something. This is the time to let go of thinking you know anything, Sagittarius. This is the time to let go and let things happen. So I'm going to pull an advice card for you really quickly before we sign off here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Advice for Sagittarius. Try not to force anything either. You'll feel it when the time is right. It will be revealed to you as well. Advice for Sagittarius. I wouldn't be surprised if patience doesn't come out. Although I feel like you're there. Being pretty patient. Death. Well. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So this is linked to this emotional loss that may have caused a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and a lot of depression. Maybe it's taken a while to go through the grief process here, but know that everything has its cycle. And when one door closes, the next one opens even more grandiose. So allow everything to unfold as it is. And endings really are just an opening for a new beginning, a new phase in life. So those are your messages for this week, Sagittarius. I hope this was helpful for you. Take good care of yourself. Bye.